There are now almost 8 billion people in the world, of which 4 billion are using the internet. And sooner or later, all of them will receive offers from Nigerian princes, bankers, and other honorable folks. Nigerian Scam is one of the most popular fraud schemes on the internet. It has successfully exploited such human weakness as greed for over 40 years. But when did it all begin? It all started in the 80s. It was then that residents of developed countries began to receive postal letters from Nigerian scammers. Through years, the scheme was gaining its popularity within the country and attracted more and more followers from different social backgrounds. In 1995, the largest Nigerian scam in history occurred. That's how it became possible in a nutshell. Former director of the Nigerian Union Bank, Emmanuel Wood, impersonated Paul Ogwuma, who was governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria at that time. Wood successfully convinced a director at one of Brazil's banks to invest $242 million in a new airport in the country's capital, Abuja, in exchange for a $10 million commission. That made Wood one of the most successful scammers in the world and in Nigerian prison. By the early 2000s, Nigerian Scam had begun to thrive online with the innovation of email communications and spam bot software. These solutions significantly lowered the cost of operations and allowed scammers to reach lots of victims in advanced economies of the English-speaking world.
When the son of the deposed king of Nigeria emails you directly asking for help, you help.
With a population of 200 million, Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. And the combination of corruption, unemployment, cheap internet and a huge number of young people means that a considerable amount of the population is breaking laws to make a living.
And are you surprised that so many Americans fall for this?
Yeah, sometimes I'm surprised. You meet somebody, an intellectual, a lawyer, a doctor, intellectuals falling for this, and you'll be surprised.
And you're able to con them?
Yeah.
Total in 2000s, scammers made more than $1 billion from victims from all over the world. However, in the 2010s, the situation gradually changed. The Nigerian scam was widely covered in the media and it gave rise to many jokes on the internet. So, earnings for these guys have dropped significantly. Then, the Nigerian prince was reincarnated as a brave soldier. Yep, now it's all about romance scams. Romance scammers analyze photos and posts of potential victims in search of the most vulnerable ones. Most often, interest falls on divorced and single women. Usually, fraudsters pretend to be military officers in hotspots. That's how they explain the impossibility of meeting in person. Romance scam has gained particular popularity with the spread of social media and dating services. Just in the US in 2019, police received more than 25,000 such reports. Victims reported losing $201 million to romance scams. By comparison, 5 years ago in 2015, Americans filed 8,500 reports with the losses of $33 million. As we can see, romance scam became a sustainable trend among fraudsters. Scammers can reap large rewards for time spent with their targets. The median individual loss to a romance scam reported in 2018 was $2,600. It's about 7 times higher than the median loss across all other fraud types. Also, victims of this type of fraud often reported sending money repeatedly for one supposed crisis after another. So, yes, the classic Nigerian scam has almost faded, but scammers have gradually switched to other lucrative schemes that are prospering nowadays. Nigerian government established Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to fight financial crimes, in particular different sorts of Nigerian scams. On the other hand, in Nigeria exists a subculture of scammers called Yahoo Boys, who are among role models for many young people in the country. Every year, from time to time, media reports about caught Nigerian scammers, but police in all countries are firstly interested in a big fish among fraudsters. Therefore, a vast majority of Nigerian scammers will not bear responsibility for what they're doing until they become big. Police probably will not be able to protect your money. What definitely will, it's awareness. Remember the dangers and don't get scammed.